To travel to Hua Hin has just become a little bit easier in the beginning of October 2021. Currently there are 3 phases. You have to prepare something, you then have to travel, go through the Sandbox to avoid quarantine, and then move on to Hua Hin. If you would travel directly to Hua Hin, you would just have additional quarantine and you wouldn't win anything. So going through the Sandbox just makes more sense currently.
So let's start with the first step, the preparation phase. Very basic, as always, you need a passport, and most nations now are exempted from needing a visa again. And as usual, watch out for the expiration date, needs to still be valid for 6 months. Additionally, also get your proof of vaccination. So everything that is fast-tracked here requires full vaccination at least 2 weeks before the travel. Next, also you need to get your documents ready to apply for the COE, which includes the COVID health insurance. There, be sure to read the small print. Coverage needs to be $100,000 at least, and specifically say that it includes inpatient and outpatient treatment of COVID-19. Next, you can book your flight to one of the Sandbox destinations, which include, I guess the most popular one is Phuket, Surat Thani, which has Koh Samui, Koh Phangan and Koh Tao, as well as Phangan with Khao Lak and Koh Yao, and the Krabi region with Koh Phi Phi, Koh Nhai and Riley Beach. Next, you can book your hotel stay and also prepay for the COVID tests. All the links necessary I will post in the end of this chapter. Now you've got all your documents to apply online for the COE, the Certificate of Entry, and once you're issued with that, you're good to go. So summarize again, get the passport with the right validity. Most countries now exempted. You can pause here and read the list of exempted countries in the bottom. Next, the return flight needs to be confirmed. It can be a direct flight or transfer via Bangkok. Next, the hotel booking through the website shown here. The prepaid COVID test, again visit the official website, and the health insurance coverage with, I've posted the link I've used, but you can use any health insurance where the coverage is sufficient. And with all of that done, you can apply online for your COE, download it, and you're good to go. Then moving on to the actual travels. Within 72 hours before your trip, you need to get the COVID test. Make sure it states the date, the method that's been used, RT-PCR, and has your correct name and birthday, as well as it has to be in English. As long as all of that's met, bring everything, print everything you've done, travel to the Sandbox. If you're asked to fill out any additional forms or apps, make sure your phone is charged so you can comply with the latest requirements at the airport or check-in. During your stay in the Sandbox, you can already move around the area freely. You'll just have to pass 2 COVID tests, one on the first day while you still wait in your room, and one on the 6th or 7th day before you leave. Once you've got the last test and it's showing up negative, you will be issued a certificate saying that you've completed your quarantine, and you can take this as proof to move on to the next phase. It will look something like this. With that paper issued, you can now travel domestically because you've completed all your quarantine requirements in the Sandbox. Just be sure to keep that paper, and you can travel anywhere with any public transport, bus, taxi, whichever you prefer.
You can now, after enjoying a Sandbox destination, travel to Hua Hin. If you want to know more about Hua Hin, check out these videos, or then don't forget to subscribe here. Thanks a lot.